and we're almost exactly 16 weeks out from Wotopia. I've seen lots of other pilots do training type vlogs or whatever, where they show their DVR footage and how they get faster. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, September 30th, and this is day 6 of the weight loss vlog. I'm up a little bit early today because we have a live stream at noon, and I want to get to the gym before that because there might be some drinking involved in that live stream, and I'm not sure how motivated I'll be to go after that. Anyway, we're going to hit the gym early and then come back and do the live stream. But of course, before we head out, we have to weigh in, so let's see where we're at. 227.1. Nice. Just under a pound since yesterday. Alright, it's before 10 a.m. on Saturday here, and I am already done with the gym for today. Pretty cool. Actually got in an early workout and gonna head back home. Maybe have some eggs for breakfast, depending on how hungry I feel, and then gonna do the IGOW live stream. It's the results of the first round of the playoffs today, so that'll be cool. Hang out. Hopefully Lonnie's gonna come over here, and maybe we'll do some drinking. So that might be a little extra source of calories, but it'll be fun. I'm here in IGOW Studios, and we're about to start the stream. I wanted to pre-grade all of the videos so we could just watch them live, and then I could give the rankings rather than go through and have to like review and grade each one like we normally do. But I don't know why I thought people would turn them in early and I'd have time to do that. Of course, everybody turned theirs in right as the stream was starting, and it's already 12:30 and I've only graded one full group. So I'm just gonna jump on stream and do that live, because why not? Just finished the stream, and yeah, it took way fucking longer than expected. I thought it was going to be like a 2-hour stream, but that's also what I thought. I could grade all the videos ahead of time, and then most people turn them in at the deadline. I don't know why I didn't expect that. That's how it always happens, even though they all had 2 weeks. Anyway, yeah, hanging out with Lonnie now. Lonnie doing a dab over there. And we're drinking, and we'll probably, what, drink some more?
Definitely drinking.
Yeah.
We're drinking.
Immels is chilling. You hard chilling, Immels?
He's hard chilling.
Immel, react.
Yeah.
No. I got these 2 hummingbirds, and finally getting around to setting them up. First order of business is switching a PH2 plug to a BT 2.0, because why PH 2.0? Why? And if you don't have one of these things, Omnifixio, and you work on whoops ever, get one. 100% worth it, right?
100%.
Even though it's what, 65
$60
bucks?
$60+ dollars, yeah. It's
Yeah,
still worth it.
Still worth it. All right, so we got our 2 hummingbirds. We're sending them up right now. You get an email the next day, and it's like, hey, you got to flash a different ESC firmware so you don't burn out your ESCs. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do now. They come with BlueJ 0.20, and we're gonna flash one with 0.19, which is the recommendation, and just below, and then we're gonna do one with 0.16, which is like the original OG stable. Yep. All right, well, I plugged the first one in, and maybe they fixed it already, because this one has 0.16, not 0.20. So let's see what the other one has. We just actually read the email from Newbie Drone instead of just assuming, and you're actually supposed to change the ESC setting. The
ESC protocol. From OH5 to OH10.
Yes, we're gonna leave one stock that had OH5. 0.16 on OH5, and this one's gonna be 0.1912 on OH10, and see if there's a difference. All right, so just in case it wasn't clear, what you have to do here is you go in the ES BlueJ. We flashed it to 0.19 OH5 before actually reading the email, so that was wrong. I'm gonna go flash all ESCs, BlueJ. Now we need to switch this to OH10. And then 0.192.
And you gotta
48, and you have to click this up here to make sure that it doesn't tell you that you can't do it.
Oh, click the other one too.
Did I have to?
It says to migrate it between firmwares. So it won't matter, you'll just have to change your settings.
No, that one you're not supposed to.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Last thing you probably want to do if you're super cool with your loop is select a melody, and then you want to go to Mario. On up. So then, all right, we just flashed the two different firmware. Lana, I'm filming. Lana. All right, so we just flashed the two different firmwares of Blue Jay to the two hummingbirds we've got here, and I'm gonna try to fly them tomorrow. Set them up, and everything seemed to work great. Put in my bind phrase, it bound right away. Everything set up perfect. The OSDs worked, and they actually look good. So yeah, we're gonna fly them stock, exactly how they are with props in. Come on now. And then switch them to the airframe and the new lighter newbie drone frame and the HQ props after that, and kind of jazz them up. We'll see how much weight that saves too. It's like 9 something, and yeah, we hung out, we had some drinks, good times, good conversation, and set up the hummingbirds, which should be in this vlog. I think we recorded most of it. I'll probably try to fly them tomorrow if it's nice outside. And yeah, maybe not the healthiest day. I'm not really hungry right now. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm just drinking all my calories today in alcohol and energy drinks. So I'm gonna have some beef jerky, maybe an egg or two. I don't know, I'm just not super hungry. Anyway, watch some Mr. Robot and probably pass out. Tomorrow we have the stream for revealing the pilot challenges for round 2, so that should be fun. If you didn't see the stream today of the IGOW4 finals, it was longer than necessary, but definitely check out the TLDR that'll come out sometime next week, because the challenges were super cool and they were fun to watch, and it was pretty good playoffs. Anyway, thanks for watching.
That was so hard. Show all the aftermath. Go. Did I do it?
Yes. You did it!
Oh, we did it.
Mommy did all of it.
Go. Did I do it?
Yes. You did it!
Look at the carnage.
Yes!
I did it! I hit it twice!
You did it!
Oh wait, I gotta do a trick. Oh, I almost messed up the trick by hitting you in the head. Okay, we gotta do celebration after finger guns.
Pew, 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 pew.
Let's go for 3!
No! Yes!
I did it! I hit it twice!
You did it!
Oh wait, I gotta do a trick.
I used to hang on every word. Each lie was more absurd. Kept me so insecure, but now that's over. She taught me how to trust and to believe in us. And then she taught me how to cuss. That bitch, it's over. You know I used to be such a nice boy.
I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days. Until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be that quadcopter up in the sky now. And I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop. And I can't possibly fly two whoops, at least simultaneously.
Orbit's too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like IGOW to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Orbit you, baby, and if it's quite alright, IGOW you, baby, to warm the lonely nights. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't bring me down, I pray. Oh pretty baby, now that I've found you, stay and let me orbit you, babe, let me love you.
Do you wanna do an orbit upside down around the pole? It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find one really tall. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you split. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit upside down around the peak? I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoopers down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
Flying sharks and flying sharks on the flying sharks. So flying sharks to get it. Flying sharks? Flying sharks and flying sharks. Flying sharks, you know, flying sharks, flying sharks.
The tiny hoop. The male hoop or Raisin must perform a dance and press the female hoop. Called Skittles. Raisin practices his dance to be sure it is absolutely perfect. He builds a pouch to lure the female in. Once she's touched upon this apparatus, he is ready to start the show. The dance is so complex, the eye can hardly follow. Two of these, one of those. Before you know it, his dance is over. Skittles is aroused. Hubba hubba. Skittles is captivated by the mediocre performance. She exposes her buttery port for insertion. Grayson extends his BT to point connector. Hubba hubba hoo choo wee wagga. With his task completed, little Brazen Tunny Hoop flies away to prepare for next week's adventure.
Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my loop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys. Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys.
Alright, let's meow this. This is a rap about Gilman and Gray, the two cool cats beneath IGOW. Hey, what is IGOW? I'll give you a lesson in juicy pussy tricks and whoops. Now here's my session. Started off one day with a dope man. His name was Dan. Had a plan. A man with a plan and a competition, but his spelling, it caused a petition. IGOW. What the hell is that? The W makes no sense. Are you a prat? The W is supposed to mean whoop. With these IGOW rule changes, it's gone to poop. IGOW. Now the cats are here, coming in clutch to remove fears about Dan's ABC. So let's get down to...
Hey.
What?
Feed me lipos. Hey.
I misbound this time for closure. You want what you want, that must be awful. But please pull up your pants, no offense. Won't be dancing in rice. I'm not telling you twice. Nothing you can do to make things right. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights.
É mais que poema, é a coisa mais linda.
Sitting all alone on your crackback, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the fleshlight. They still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents are proud how you manage to date. Everybody lonely in this goddamn city. Goddamn city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. Goddamn hippies. We got no room. Only Gemini, right? You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you while you rub your turtlenecks. Is what we do. We win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Bring up the Just give me some slice, hey.
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best.
Orca goggles.
What was that? Oh my... No shot, dude.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? I couldn't get a hold of RCKY, so I guess we'll just go with what he submitted like 10 hours ago. If he happens to pop back in, I guess we could update it, but I think I have videos from everyone else, or at least a explanation, so we should be good to go. Yesterday, we drafted groups. Let's adjust this too. How do we want to do this? Do we want to boot them out? I'll figure that out later, I guess. But it went basically exactly on the ranks. That's kind of crazy. It was exactly the top 8 that moved on, and then I Fly Sometimes and Cha Cha. The next two. Oh, actually, no, technically RCKY is here. He has IGO. So not quite. There was a minor upset. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? It's Sunday. We're going to do round 2 pilot challenges. We got Tyrant in the house, Derpy Hooves, Shawnee D, Aviation, Akira, Athix, and yep. There's only 8 pilots left, obviously. Oops. What's up, Blasta? Blasta's here too. How you feeling, Blasta? How's your back? Yesterday, we went over the round 1 challenges and the 4 groups. And as you can see here in Beta FPV, Tyrant and Shawnee D moved on. And then in Fly, Aviation and RCKY, FAS Crafts had Akira, Dan Carpy, and the Joshua Bardwell group was Mo and Vance. So now these 8 pilots then drafted new groups. The 2 highest scoring pilots, Aviation was highest, so he got the first pick. And then we had 1, 2, 3 pilots with 40. So the tiebreaker was regular season standing, so it went to Tyrant. He got second pick. And we ended up with these groups here. Aviation, Akira, Vance, Dan Carpy, Tyrant, Mo, RCKY, Shawnee D. This is the pick order. All right, so Blast already saw some of the challenges. Let's go over them now. So let's just spin for which I will do the spinny spins. Wheel of Names. All right. Orca it is. Tyrant Mo, RCKY, Shawnee D. All right, RCKY. Well, if he was going to get any extra time, it just ran out. Let's find this. I'm mumbling. Yeah, I'm tired. I just woke up just a little bit ago. A little bit hungover. Where's RCKY? Image. Alright. Doing this kind of late, so this is the challenge I came up with. You set one IGOW approved gate on the ground and a gate size landing pad anywhere on the ground. That's the landing zone, like week 15, the Derpy Hooves Pentathlon. You have to complete the challenge in under 8 seconds, take off from the landing zone, do a power loop, do a power flip, do an Immelman, do a Rubik's Cube, land in the landing zone. Time starts when you arm in the landing zone and ends when you touch it, the landing zone again. You have to do this challenge inside with 9-foot max ceilings, no bumps, ground taps, failed attempts are allowed. Oh, and then I emailed them and asked if he meant to have constant loop motion, and he said yeah. So also constant loop motion. Need to add that in here. Or just... All right, so that one's pretty straightforward. Basically a speed challenge on just a single gate set on the ground, and the landing pad can be anywhere. So power loop, power flip. It doesn't say front power flip or back power flip, so I guess you can do either one. Immelman, Rubik's Cube, land. All right, that's our CKYs. That's pretty quick, 8 seconds. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Shawnee D? Next we got Mo. Mo. I didn't actually watch Mo's yet.
Mo, here we are back on playoffs week 2. Happy to be here.
But he told me
happy
basically
to do
what it
another
was
2
gonna
weeks
be.
of this. Really happy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm happy to be here. Congrats to all the pilots here. I'm gonna keep it sort of simple and kind of boring for my challenge because I'm doing this at 210. So yeah, I mean, we got Shawnee D in the group, which means, you know, he'll come up with a fun challenge, so that's good. We got that fun aspect taken care of. We got Tyrant in here to make a challenge everyone's gonna dread doing, so thanks, Tyrant. Appreciate that. And, you know, me and RCKY hopefully will just kind of skirt under the radar with our average challenges. Maybe just me. So yeah, mine's gonna be another TGS combo because I'm really creative. It's gonna be kind of similar to my first week's, but with a couple of adjustments. It's kind of like a progression. Cool, right? So here it is. The written description is also going to be on the bottom. So we're going to start off with a Barani. Just the same requirements that I had for week 1, which is you have to see the ground, and you also have to see the back wall during the Barani. Constant loop motion for all of these tricks.
Mo just loves that clip. Mo has to put that clip in as much as possible.
Describe the differences, and you don't have to be perfect on these.
Is it frozen for you, Derpy?
At least hard for me to do. So I'm saving my butt with that one. Yeah, so you're doing the Barani.
Looks like it's working
top,
for me.
Must see
Says
the ground
excellent.
and the back wall within the first 45 or so degrees. You just can't be completely 90.
Refresh derps.
Before we see the ground. So we're gonna do that. That's the first trick. And then again through the bottom. And then you're gonna be facing the TGS after the Barani. You're gonna do a power loop series. So bottom, top, bottom, and then immediately, this is all one continuous motion. So the first one, bottom, top, bottom, and then as you pass through the bottom, you do middle, bottom, and then finally top, bottom again. And that's 3 power loops, right? And then as we pass through the bottom, we're gonna go into another power loop, but we're gonna turn it into a power switch. We're gonna power loop the top gate, catch ourselves, and we're gonna start the 3 Maddies. So top, bottom, and then Maddie, middle, bottom, and then finally top, bottom again. Yeah, that will be the 3 Maddies. And now we're facing the TGS, right, on the from the bottom gate. We're gonna do another Barani, just to make you do all those power loops and Maddie flips over and over again and fail on that second Barani like I'm going to. So just a war of attrition at this point. So we're gonna be after the Barani with the same requirements as the first Barani. We're gonna be looking at the TGS, and we're gonna incorporate Velvix's trick, this 180. I'm gonna have the written description and also an example clip of me doing it because it's kind of hard to explain. But you're gonna do that
Yeah, that's a cool trick.
move. I don't know what he called it. I'll
It's
give
like
it
a
a tip.
look up, spin around.
You're gonna start that through the middle gate. And the important part about this is it's kind of like the trippy spin. You're like trippy spinning an imaginary nothing object that's following you. That's how I think of it. That might help you out when you're doing it. When you go through the middle, and you have to be starting the spin. You have to have started the spin as you're going through the first gate. No specific angle requirements, but you know, not like, I guess I'll put in an angle requirement. Past 90, that's reasonable. That's not 180. 120. 4, 8, 12, 5, 10, 15, 13. 135 degrees. From 45 degrees to 135 degrees. Just be starting the spin, right? And then you have to do the 180 when you're outside of the TGS. You don't have to be really looking at anything because there's nothing for you to look at that point. But you're going to finish the 180. Again, a clip will be in the clip was coming up if this is confusing. And you're going to go backwards through the middle gate again, because that completes the whole 360 and the 180 outside of the TGS. But as you're coming through backwards, you're going to immediately go into a trippy spin, which I think is going to look kind of cool. We'll see. And you're going to do 5 of them in a row. 5 trippy spins in which the top 2 poles must be locked in, let's say a half rotation. So, you know, when you're coming back through the middle of the gate, you need to have it locked in by the time you get to the other side, which is a half rotation, right? They need to stay on the top of your screen for the entire 5 trippy spins. And once you're done with the trippy spins, just exit, don't crash. Yeah, just show yourself exiting the trick, having completed it without crashing, no bumps, no ground taps throughout this whole entire process. And yeah, that's it. So that's requirement 1. Really easy requirement 2. You're going to have to kneel on the ground and trippy spin yourself with your entire body in view 100 times, and then you need to land in a sink that's filled with water. You need to land in the sink. You need to ruin your drum. And then that's it. All right, I'll see you guys.
All right, so the inverted trick, or the little through the legs thing that Velvix invented, is called inverted orbit out back through your legs. Inverted orbit out back. So if we need a specific name for it here. All right. Like that one, Mo. That seems pretty difficult. A lot of elements in there to get done. The second part seems a little hard. I don't know if I approve that part. Seems a little bit difficult. All right. Next up, is it Shawnee D or Tyrant? Shawnee D. Oh, Tyrant is gonna love this challenge. This is gonna be Tyrant's favorite challenge of all IGOWs. You ready for this one, Tyrant? So, if you weren't here yesterday and didn't watch Tyrant's video vlog thing, he said about Shawnee D's previous challenge that he didn't like luck-based challenges. So Shawnee D is in his group again. So obviously Shawnee D now knows his weakness. So here's Shawnee D's challenge. So Shawnee D's lucky streak. You fill 21 balloons with water and hang them from the walls and ceiling or yourself. You have 30 seconds to pop 20 and then land on one without popping it. No bumps or ground taps or getting wet. Balloon size must be at least 9 inches with 8 ounces of water in each balloon. Then, part number 2 is you put a regular deck of 52 playing cards on the table. Then you use your drone to knock the cards off the table. They can kind of be like on the edge of the table, scattering them onto the floor. Then you have to find the ace of spades and do a Rubik's Cube, disarm, and land on it. You must immediately disarm after the Rubik's cube no more than one frame before level. What do you think, Tyrant? We're like, he was like, I need a luck-based challenge. So deck of cards there. That's just one you gotta like keep trying a bunch of times. Tyrant loves it. Okay, no, that was actually a joke. Here's Shawnee D's real challenge. Shawnee D was like, you should put this up though, so I did. It didn't say the deck. It didn't. Oh no, it said regular deck of 52 cards. So, like, here's like, wait, what? All right, here's the real one. This one, what this reminded me of would be like, it would be like a commercial almost. So you have to do all these little clips with your whoop, and there are actually some pretty difficult tricks in there too. But like when you put it all together, it's like almost like a little story. Yeah, actually, I should put this over here so I can see it better. Yeah. All right. So you and your little buddy Tiny Boop get home from work, and the following scenes unfold. In the garage. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the garage. It could just be like in a car somewhere, or with a car somewhere. So with any car, you self take off, like take off on yourself from yourself. Then you constant loop, power loop through both windows. So you have to have both windows open, power loop, and then you have to do a 360 yaw spin under the car. The whole 360 has to be while you're under the car. You can no bumping the ground or car, or so you can do like a spin where you fly and you do a flying yaw spin and you can't bump the ground, or you can do a slide disarm spin. So you can start like get up momentum and spin yourself on the ground and disarm while you're spinning, and then spin 360 either way. And then after you do that, you have to do a Mabby roll, and then a cinnamon roll through the windows or under the car and land on a tire. If the window option is, if you can't power loop through the windows, then you can power loop the whole car underneath it. All right. So then, and then basically after like each landing, you land and disarm, and then in your video you would cut to the next time you take off and do the next like item. So then it's somewhere near your doorway. You take off somewhere from where your keys are visible while in a door, and then you door bit yourself 2 times, and then Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee yourself, and then land in or on a pair of shoes. All right, so that's a tough trick. I think it said Shawnee D said it took him like, what'd you say, 11 months to pull off the self Jackie Chan? 11 months, yeah. So, taking a little bit of a risk here, but it's obviously possible. I seen him do it in a video. If you don't know, the Jackie Chan is which one? Where you go up and then you do a like power loop motion into your back and then front flip back into a Matty flipping out. And then which one's Bruce Lee? That adds. Is that split S back out? I forget. The things are right here, though. We'll look at them in a second. Anyway. And then the next one's the bathroom. You self take off in the bathroom, and then you constant loop motion, power loop through the toilet seat. So you have to like somehow put the toilet seat up so that you can power loop it, and then tap the toilet paper, and then perch anywhere on the toilet, and then land in the sink. You have to prop up the seat in some way. No adding a cover or closing off the toilet. All right, kitchen. Then, so you landed in the sink in the bathroom, right? So then you take off from the sink in the kitchen and you wall tap buttons on a microwave or an oven. Must be a tap at the bottom of the drone. And then you perch on a cup of a hot beverage. There must be some steam coming from the cup, so keep it hot. No lids. And then you take off from the cup and catch the drone in your mouth. All right, and then in the living room, you start on a remote, and then you downtown tap the TV, which is a down-facing tap into a front flip out. And then you constant loop Maddie to power flip yourself, reclining with legs up if preferred. So he wants you to like be sitting down, but you could stand up and use yourself as a gate too, because you can't specify the type of gate. Umbrella bounce off the chair, which was like the thing off the balloons. Did you have to flipper roll into that? Is that right, Johnny D? Is that the umbrella bounce, or is that umbrella bounce just regular bounce? And then you land in a bowl of or bag of snacks. Oh, this says right there. Flipper rolled into the bounce. Bounce needs to propel you into the snacks. Oh, I like that you added that. Okay, so you actually have to bounce off and then land into the snacks. Max bowler bag size 20 inches. Bedroom. Then you take off, so then this is like the goodnight one. You take off from a charging phone, perch on a lamp or a light, or split S through a lampshade. One or the other, whichever like type of lamp you have that would work better for one of those two. And then disarm flip onto a pillow. Disarm, you must disarm while you're flipping, and you must be disarmed for at least 0.33, 10 frames and 30 frames per second, 3.33 seconds before you hit the pillow. Then you must land on the pillow. Bonus points if you do this while you're laying in the bed. All right, so perches means that you fully disarm and then rearm. Landing / takeoff doesn't need to show arm, just stationary movement, so you can cut all these transitions seamlessly together. No failed attempts. For example, if you try to perch or catch in your mouth and you fail, you can't try again. And here's all the links to the different specific Shawnee D created tricks. Optional requirements: tell a story, make a hilarious idiot, put a costume on your drone. And then if you can complete the car portion with the car moving at least 10 miles per hour the entire time and only stop for the tire landing, you win a 1/18th size FPV drift car. Oh, Tyron already's got the strats. All right, so that's Shawnee D's. Another fun one. I think that'll definitely make some cool videos. And then some of the things are actually going to be pretty difficult, like the bathroom toilet seat power loop. That'll be cool. And then obviously the self Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan is going to be really hard. Okay. And our final one is Tyrant. And he has a video.
Hey guys, Tyre here. Welcome to my round 2 Thai Beardathon. That's right, you are going to need a beard if you want to pass this round. And if you don't have one, you're going to need to grow one, so you better start working on it. For this challenge, we're going to have 3 requirements. And in fact, all 3 requirements are going to be a challenge within themselves. To start, Requirement number 1, we are going to be doing speed loops. You are going to be doing 13 power loops on a single gate within 14.69 seconds. Obviously, there's going to be no bumps, ground taps, CLMs required. Time starts with you on the ground flipping the switch, and the very first frame that says armed is what it starts. Time ends as you pass the gate for the 13th time. You must finish the requirement with a celebration flip. For requirement number 2, we are going to be doing trippy ladders. It's very similar to week 16 with a couple of small differences. The first one being, you must be fully inverted and pass the first gate twice before you start ascending up the ladder. You must keep whichever pole that you are orbiting in the center of your DVR, and you must maintain point of interest at all times. During the switch, you must keep any part of the triple gate stack in view. And then once you finish a switch, the pole that you are orbiting down the ladder must be in view. Again, you're going to have POI for the entirety of this ladder, up, switch, and down. You must finish this requirement with the celebration flip as well. And finally, requirement number 3, the one you've been waiting for. We are going to be doing a beard style. That's right. So what's going to happen is you're going to fly directly into your beard. If it's not already in position, you're going to spin the whoop so that the camera's facing forward, and then you are going to do a beard style with at least 3 tricks. Which tricks? Up to you. Could be flip, roll, power loop. Good luck on that. Trippy spin. Get creative, have fun with it. And with that being said, that's the end of my round 2 challenge. So, hopefully you guys are excited as I am. It should be a pretty fun week. Probably a pretty difficult week. But at the end of the day, it's going to be fun. So, happy whooping. If you don't have a beard, happy growing. And have fun. Tyrant out.
Okay, so obviously the third part's a joke, but here we go. So you have to do 13 power loops in 14.69 seconds, giggity. And then the basic setup, single gate on the ground, no bumps or ground taps, constantly in motion, of course. Timer starts from the first frame that says armed, like he was saying, so that's an easy way to start your timer. You want the zeros on the first frame, right, Tyrant? Double zeros on first frame, or all zeros, and then as you pass through the 13th gate, that's when you end. And then you do a celebration flip, not roll, after your time stops, and then you do this celebration flip. That doesn't have to be in the 14 seconds. Okay. So then the second one is the ladder, just like week 16. You have to pass through the first gate twice while you're inverted, though, so you have to clearly be doing an inverted orbit before you ascend up. Is it at least twice or exactly twice? You say twice. Could you do 3 if you kind of have a bad first one before you get going, before you want to start going up? And then you must maintain point of interest on the side that you're orbiting. Makes sense. Pole can't dip past the corners. Finish again with the celebration flip. So you got to go up, switch, and then go back down. And the same thing like Callisto's, right? So you want us to go bottom, bottom, middle, top, then down, middle, bottom. Not a double top, right? You need to be inverted as you pass the first gate. So some people pop up, hit the first gate, and then start ascending. Okay, well, we'll clarify that. And then part 3 was also a joke. You can see in my 6th week. Yeah, I remember you went through twice on the bottom. Okay. All right. And then, as you see here, we'll see in the next round, a lot of the challenges are really similar. So that was the Orca group, and now we're going to do the HD0 group. And we have a lot of overlap, which is kind of crazy. Or I guess it's not that crazy. You guys didn't have that much time to think. But Carpe, Band, Sakura, Aviation. All right. Carpe. All right, Dan Carpe's challenge or trick examples. Requirements and video description. These are just examples to show. Okay. So we'll read the requirements first, then we'll look at the examples. All right. This challenge requires 1 TGS gate max size IGOW approved gates, 1 cube gate max out size IGOW approved gate also, and you set the TGS in place in the cube. Set up the TGS and place the cube next to the TGS with one of the faces in line. So Akira is set up from week 1 or round 1. And then you have to do all these checks in the correct order, all in one clip, no bumps or ground taps, no failed attempts at the tricks, all constant loop motion. All right, power loop TGS, bottom, middle. Back power flip TGS, bottom, top, bottom. Then you do a Rubik's Cube in the open air. He wants you to do front flip right roll. Then you front power flip the front face of the cube. Front power flip the front, okay, front place of the cube and out the top of the cube. Then you fly through the cube and pass through the back face and then do a maverick roll while looking down. I think it's a Mavi roll, he means. Looking down at the cube like an Egypt roll, but back, but from the back of the cube instead of the middle. Okay. Oh, okay. But as you're passing over? Oh. I get it. You eject like out the back and then come back down through instead of just up the top. Okay. Then immediately after that, you power loop the back gate into the top of the cube but when entering the cube, you need to do a 180 yaw while passing through the cube and then do a right roll while facing the cube and traveling backwards, like a Vanny roll out of the cube. It will become clear in the examples. Hopefully. All right. And then after passing through the top gate, you need to switch reverse motion to the middle gate, do a reverse Jacob's ladder through the middle and around the bottom gate, just like flying backwards Jacob's ladder. That's cool. And then a power skelter. Power switch with a 360 yaw out in the Maddie portion. Bottom, top, top, bottom. Then another one of those. Again, another power skelter. Then move over to the cube, fly it, and fly out the middle to Maddie the back face. Come backwards through the front of the cube. Maddie flip the front face of the cube out, and then out back out the front face. Fly over the cube. Maddie, power Maddie, the back face coming towards the cube, back through the whole cube. Power Maddie? Oh, the like power flip to Maddie switch thing. Okay. Land on yourself. All right, there's a lot of steps there. We got 14 steps, and some of them are like multi-steps. So let's see how the examples here. Okay, that's 1 and 2. Okay. I like that. That's cool. So all this, but all in one clip, in this order. Okay. Power Maddie. A front flip to Maddie. Is that what you're trying to do on this last one, Dan? Power Maddie, the back face coming backward through the whole thing. Flip to Maddie, didn't know what to call it. Cool. All right, that's a pretty tough one. That reminds me of like a daylight challenge, which he did say he was like kind of thinking about emulating, but just like a huge list of tricks. But daylight would be like 15, repeat. All right. Next up, a power flip, but a Maddie version. I got you. That makes sense. You couldn't call it a Maddie flip because there's already flip in there. Maddie flip flip. No time requirement. No. It has to be like constantly motion though, or like all somewhat together. You didn't have a time, right, Dan? Dan keeps his racing and his freestyle separate. Alright, where's bands? Oh, there it is. I wanted to, but got scared. Alright, 12-inch circular gate. Gate must be able to roll, for example, a wheel. Clear. Oh, yeah. This might be my favorite challenge of this next one. This is cool. The gate must be able to roll, for example, a wheel. Clearly defined starting point. Clearly defined end line 8 feet from the starting point. In the example, the amount I have is exactly 8 feet long. External timer and video required. OSD timer is not sufficient. So quad must start disarmed with FPV view on you and your gate at the starting line. To start, you must roll the gate using any part of your body. Quad can start anywhere, but you must have a clear view of yourself touching the gate. The gate must roll at least 8 feet with no help other than your initial push. This means no mechanical assistance, motors, fans, or any other external forces to keep your gate moving, but using a slope is okay. So you have to show yourself pushing the gate. This starts the timer. The timer begins at the moment there is separation between your body and the gate when you push it. For example, I push the gate with my foot in the video. The timer starts once my foot leaves the gate on the push. Once you push the gate and the timer starts, you're allowed to arm and do your combo. Combo rules. Once the timer starts, you have the following rules above. you have, or the following rules. I guess below he meant. You have 8 seconds to do the combo. You have to show the gate crossing the 8-foot line in your FPV view, and then fly back to yourself and make a self landing. The timer ends when you first make contact with yourself, but you have to continue to show that you have landed on yourself. You can't just fly into your body and fall to the floor. So just like catch yourself. You can show the gate crossing the line in the middle of your combo or after completing it. The rule for crossing the line is to show at least the rear half of the gate completely across the line. This means that if you do a trick that takes the gate out of your FPV view and turn around to see it crossing the line. This means that if you do a trick that takes the gate out of your FPV and you turn around to see it cross the line, when the gate comes back into your FPV view, it cannot be further than halfway over the line. You must continue showing the gate. Okay, so you actually have to see it pass. I get it. Shawnee T. All right, so these are all. This isn't in one thing. 8 seconds. Each of them is individual, right? So you roll the gate, and then you have to do 3 power loops. See it cross the line, land on yourself. That's one. Same thing. Roll the gate. 3 Matty flips through it. See it cross the line, land on yourself. Under 8 seconds. 2 jump ropes moving forward, alternating left to right, right to left, and then 2 jump ropes moving backwards, alternating directions, also left, right, right to left. Jump ropes. I think he means jump ropes are sideways. I think he has an example. 3 half Matties, alternate. Ooh, the half Matties, those ones would be tough. All right, no bumps, ground taps, or failed attempts. For further clarification, okay. 3, your FPV view is face. Oh, I get it. So you do the jump rope facing the way the gate is rolling, so you can fly forward and stay with it. But the other one, you have to be facing the opposite way the gate is rolling, so you have to fly backwards to keep with it. Okay. Each combo separate clip. Self landing each combo. All right. That one will be interesting. It'll definitely, like, a lot of that'll definitely be cool clips. I like the ones that create a cool clip, like seeing someone push something and then go like whoop, 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 and then land on themselves. Be pretty cool. He definitely, like, we came up with the concept and then he made the whole challenge, and he went a little harder than I expected. That's a lot of different things. The power loops, I can see that one. That's not too bad. Matty flips would be a little difficult because you're obviously blind as you're coming back through. I like the idea of having the jump ropes forward and backward, and the half Matties. That seems really hard to me. It can be big. It can be smaller than 12, or you can make something like basically 2 gates with something. What did he use? Some this is like some exercise thing. I think. Yeah. I feel like this thing rolls too fast. You'd want something heavier. That one's slower. Get a couple of hula hoops or something and cardboard. Yeah. Ooh. That would probably... Only the gate has to be 12 inches. So if your whole rolling thing was bigger than 12 inches, that might be cool. The whole hula hoop, and then you just have like a 12-inch gate cut out of it. Doesn't say anything about that. That might make it easier and be a little bit higher off the ground. I mean, it'd be hard for it not to roll 8 feet in 8 seconds. You'd have to roll it so slow that it rolled 1 foot a second. That'd be super slow. But he says you can finish the combo after it rolls past the line. So you could do like loop, loop, see it pass through over the line, and then do one more loop, and then go land on yourself. Right, Pants? You don't have to get all 3 of them in before it passes the line. You just have to see it cross the line. If I understand what you said, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, okay. All right. Still got to get back to yourself for 8 seconds. Yep. Eight seconds is a decent amount of time. I mean, you can do 3 loops in what? 3 or 4 seconds? So then you have a second or so before you take off and start looping. And then a second or 2 to get back yourself. And remember, you just have to contact yourself before the 8 seconds. You just have to end up landed. Tyrants are one per second. So it'd probably take at least 4 seconds to do 3 loops. At least 4, 5 maybe. It's going to be tough. All right. Last 2 challenges. Akira. Yeah, the half Maddies. That's going to be rough. Bance might not. I'll be super impressed if you can pass it. All right, Akira's challenge. All right, so Akira and Tyrant, 2 of our top pilots, also been in IGOW a bunch of times before, basically have one of the exact same elements. Whoa. Akira, pumping the volume. All right. General rules, max cam angle of 45. You have to be indoor, 9-foot max ceilings. Each part has to be done all in one clip, no bumps, no ground taps, and you have to have an OSD timer and then add your outside timer. Self-Maddie speed run. So, you're the gate. You can stand or sit, but your feet have to be on the ground. You have to complete at least 40 self-Maddies flips over your head through your legs. in less than 107 seconds. So, if you remember the pentathlon, Akira did the most self-maddies, and his time was similar to this. This would be a little faster, but he was just going for maximum there, not speed. So that this is going to be the endurance one. Your time starts when you are passing through your legs on the first Maddie. Your time ends when you're passing through the legs on the 40th Maddie. All Maddies have to be executed with constant motion. Corrections between Maddies are not allowed. Sheesh. All right, that's part one. Part two. Power loop speed run. Almost similar to Tyrant. Tyrant's was a quick one though. Whose trick was this? I think this was Agilus's trick, right? Akira. This was Agilus's, right? Is this where you got the idea? Anyway, you set up an IGOW approved gate on the ground. Okay, yeah. 28H max, so it's just like Tyrant's power loop speed run setup. Then you have to do exactly 39 power loops and one back power flip in less than 60 seconds, which was the same as what Agilus had. But Agilus's, you had to do the power flip, I think, last, and Akira's mixed it up a little bit. You always have to have constant loop motion, but on the 27th trick, it has to be the power flip. So you do 26 power loops, and then you do a power flip instead of the power loop on the 27th one, and then you continue on and do another 13 power loops, and then you finish it up. Time starts when you pass through the gate on the first power loop, and then time ends when you complete on the 40th loop. Cinematic satiation, yep. So the whole point there is that you have to keep track while executing the trick, and then so that you know which one your 27th is, and then do a power flip on that one. All right. Shoddy D, I think I'm liking our group. All right, that's only part two, though. We got not yet to part three. All right. IGOW approved TGS set on the ground, and it's the challenge that Tyrant did last round that he stole from Akira. Akira reclaiming back as his own Maddie Flip Madness. So you have to do, but it's one extra Maddie, Akira, than what Tyrant did. 12 Maddies in less than 15 seconds with constant loop motion. The Maddies have to be executed through the top gate, but you can go back through middle or bottom for Akira. You don't have to. Tyrant's was only middle, so that's one difference there. And then you have to 360 yaw spin after completing your 15-second run. So like celebration yaw spin. The time starts through the top gate on the first Maddie, and then it ends through the middle or bottom gate on your 12th Maddie. Yep. Yeah. You could have done one more. Yeah, so 3 different challenges that all require some speed, but mostly precision and endurance. Akira, okay. Akira, one thing I want to ask that I didn't notice here. In part 2, do you have any start or end requirements? Like, you have when the timer starts or ends. But you don't have, like, all your other ones have, like, a celebration flip or something at the end. Or some type of start. If you want to add something like that, do that here before the end of the stream. You can start counting whenever you wish. Okay. Alright, I see a tiny exploit in that, but okay. Your other ones are hard enough. Yeah. Oh, okay, exactly 40. No more, no less. Okay, I see it there. Never mind. I was thinking you could just do a whole bunch of power loops, do a power flip, then do a whole bunch of more power loops, and then just cut the clip. So you have, how do you prove that you've stopped? So after the 40th one, there's this here, but just stop executing power loops. Okay, so you have to show yourself stopping, because you could just kind of edit it up in a way. I would add something in there like a celebration roll or something. Do whatever you wish. Okay, just stop execute. Add that in there. Say after your 40th power loop, you have to show that you've stopped power looping. Yeah, must fly away or something like that. Otherwise, you could just like cut it right after you went through your 40th one. And even if you kept doing more. Because I know your intent, but and that's basically what you're saying here. But there's not like a hard way to prove it without that. Okay. Anyway, last challenge. And so Tyrant and Akira both shared a part of their challenge, right? 2 of our top players. And then our other top player of the top 3 also shared an element with Tyrant. So Akira did the speed loops, or a similar to speed loop type challenge. And then Tyrant's other part was the inverted orbit ladder, and Aviation has that in his too. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, Aviation here. Wait, hold on. That's better. Hey guys, Aviation here. And I hope you don't mind spending some time upside down, because this is round 2 of
IGOW4 finals.
Let's not beat around the bush. This week's challenge is going to have 2 requirements. For requirement number 1, you're going to need a TGS, which is a triple gate stack, and you're going to perform 2 tricks on it. The first one is going to be a trippy spin up the ladder and down the ladder. This will follow week 16's rules, which means that the pole going up the gate must stay in view at all times, and while switching, the same thing on the way down. Once you finish your trippy climb up and down, you're going to go straight into a Jacob's ladder. Now this is a very simple requirement, and it should be done in 13 seconds or less. The timer starts when you enter the first gate on your climb, and it ends when you finish your Jacob's ladder on the bottom gate. To finish off, you need to do a celebration roll with the TGS in view. Now if that wasn't easy enough, I gave you a second requirement, which will require yourself. You either have the option to stand or sit, but you are going to complete 5 total tricks on yourself.
This one too quiet?
The first one is going to be a self power loop using your legs as the gate. When you finish the power loop, you're going to go directly into a Barani. Now the Barani rules are going to follow as it usually is, where you need to see the back wall, make an obvious yaw spin to see the opposite facing wall, and pitch down, all in a constant loop motion. I'm going to be a little bit more strict and not allow any fail Ronnies this time, so make sure that you're very particular with how you do your trick. Once you finish the Barani, you're going to go directly into a trippy spin of yourself. You can pick to go either clockwise or counterclockwise. However, you must do at least 1 full trippy spin around yourself before doing a switch figure 8 through your legs to do a trippy spin the opposite direction from your first. I'll show a demo clip right here. Now, after you complete this, you must do it all without any bumps or ground taps, and to finish it off, you must land on your radio. That's all, guys. Just keeping it simple this week. I hope you enjoy this challenge. I think it looks really cool, especially when you combine the two together. But without further ado, why don't I just show you guys what it looks like.
Damn. All right, so 2 challenges. Is that fast? How fast did he do it in that example? 13 seconds feels really fast for the trippy and the regular. I guess people were doing what, 3 ladders and no, but that was just 3 ladders of one side in 12 seconds. Let's see what he does it in here. 38. Or I guess it starts when you go backwards through it. So 39. Basically got it right there. Yeah. You could easily do the second part faster. Damn. The switch inverted orbit through the legs looks sick. Especially since you're like just standing there with your legs like not even that spread, just like chilling. Everyone was holding out into round 2. Yeah, people went hard. Akira's is going to be a war of attrition. Some of them are are just going to take a ton of attempts. Dances will be interesting. Anyway, what do you guys think? Sounds like everyone thinks the HD0 group's a little bit more difficult. RCKY came in with like the 8-second challenge, and then other people have the challenges. Dan Carpy's got like a 14-stepper. Vance has got 5 different options. Shawnee D tells a whole story. Tyrant's got 3 options. Moa's a pretty long combo. Akira's got 3 different requirements, and RCKY has one 8-second combo. All right. Oh yeah, hand signal. What's the easy fun thing to do? Obvious. To give a 2 to the camera. 2 or peace for round 2. There you go. Easy to remember. Simple signal. All right. Anything else? Which one do you think is the hardest? Can you send me the rules for all of them? Yep. If any of you guys like Akira, if you want to add the one thing about showing fly away, Outdoors is allowed for which one? Aviations? Oh, right here. Aviation in the video, you said constant loop motion. But right here, I remember you wrote perfect loop motion. I'm assuming you want perfect loop motion. Yeah? Aviation says outside's fine. Yeah, I don't think that would really like make it easier. I guess on the selfie ones, it might make it a little easier. But the self-trippy is the hard part. Guess you just have more room. Perfect. Okay, so you need perfect loop motion for aviations. So that means perfect loops. No little stalls, no little adjustments. Your loops have to be damn near perfect. So it's higher level. No one else went with perfect loop motion. I saw that you did it. Oh, aviation. I was like, nice. Due date and time. Due date and time is next Saturday, October 21st at... Do we want to try to have the stream at noon, or do you guys want the deadline at noon, and then we'll have the stream like an hour or so later, so I can actually grade them ahead of time instead of having a ridiculously long stream. Vance, holy crap, these are hard. Vance, yours is ridiculously hard. Shouldn't it be Sunday since we're doing this on Sunday? I mean, it's 2 weeks. We're trying to do this, keep the streams on Saturday. Do you think one extra day is going to make that much of a difference for you? If you guys really want 2 weeks, we could do... Oh, wait. It actually might be better on Sunday. Because Mo, I'll be with Mo 19, 20, and 21. And on the 21st, there's like the race. And then on the 22nd, I'm flying to Florida. Oh, but fuck. All right, we're doing the stream from the airport in Florida. Hopefully there's enough Wi-Fi. Ugh. You could buy like Wi-Fi in the airport, right? Otherwise, it would have to be... I fly from New York to Orlando on Sunday morning, the 22nd, and then I get there at 10 a.m. and then I have to sit in the airport until like 5 p.m. until IGOW shows up and can drive me to the house. So I have 5 hours to sit in the airport. You can stream from my place, but you're up in like Jacksonville, right? So if I fly into Orlando, isn't Jacksonville like multiple hours from Orlando? I can still change my ticket. I wonder if Breeze flies to Jacksonville. Let's see. You'd have to drive me to like Orlando. I don't think you want to do that on Sunday. That doesn't sound fun, does it? If you fly into Jacksonville, I'll drive you to Champs. That's far. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. No, one way. Oh, nope. Doesn't even really work. Monday. Wait, oh, that was November. There isn't even, they even have any flights. No, that's not an option, unfortunately. I have to be with this airline because I already booked the flight to Orlando on this airline. I can switch it, but I can't switch off. Okay, anyway, let's figure this out. Might as well give you guys a couple extra days since we won't be able to have the stream until wait a minute. That's 3 weeks. What am I talking about? Isn't it? Yeah. Oh my god. All right. I'm too tired. We're just on the totally wrong week. It's the 14th or 15th. Because, yeah, 1, 2. Oh my, okay. My bad. I'll be here. It'll be fine. No issues. 15th is 2 weeks. All right. Who's here? We'll do a vote of who of the 8 finalists are here. Johnny D's here. We'll vote right now of present people. Akira's here. All right, vote. Do you want to do the stream? Do you want the extra day? We can do the stream on Sunday, the 15th, instead of Saturday, the 14th, since not that many people watch these anyway. So, if you want the extra day, we can do it on the 15th. Otherwise, American pilots have a half day more. I mean, it's the same amount of days, right? Sunday would be better for the HD0 group. Why? Just in general? If it's not at noon. Oh. Yes, it would be Saturday or Sunday at noon. I'm still going to try to stick to noon, or the deadline will be at noon, and I'm going to start the stream later so I can judge all the videos, or at least get like a good chunk of them judged ahead of. Oh, there's only 8 this time, so it won't take nearly as long. Now I cannot fly because it's almost midnight. Oh, you mean they get the half of the day now? Yeah, I guess it's like 6 p.m. on the East Coast. Okay, we're going to do it on Sunday. Everyone voted Sunday. I didn't see a single vote for the other day. So the 15th, deadline at noon Pacific Standard Time. And we'll do the stream at like 1 or 2 p.m. however long it takes me to grade the videos. There's only 8 this time, so it shouldn't be as long. All right, finalists? I'll send you guys an email like I did last time with the screenshots of the rules, the links to the videos, the information on the hand sign, and the deadline information. Anything else we're missing here? I'm going to go fly outside. We set up, if you didn't see the weight loss vlog, I set up the 2 hummingbirds, and they actually, they seem like pretty good. Though the last one had like a problem with the OSD, but now it's like set to HD on there, and it looks pretty good. Send Tyrant for his Discord too. Yep, okay. Yeah, anyway, have a good Sunday. It's actually nice out. I'm gonna fly around a little bit here, go to the gym. Yeah. thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll do a TLDR on like Wednesday or Thursday this week so that we can kind of have a more concise version of watching the playoff challenges where we don't spend 20 minutes looking at a few frames. All right, everybody. Adios.